It's so hot. I gotta cool off. Ice cream!
Who's next up for some sweets?
Welcome back to the channel, guys, the Psychotic Circus of Savannah. If you're new to the channel, we talk about all things Halloween, including animatronics, masks and costumes, and we even run our own haunted house that is nothing but clowns. Today we are going to be unboxing the Neon Ice Cream Clown, the 6-foot Halloween animatronic exclusively sold at Party City. So I know that this particular prop was set up at the Party City headquarters and caused a big ruckus around their office. So I'm really excited to get in here and see exactly what the Neon Ice Cream Clown is made of. So first we have his free ice cream sign, and this is actually lined in LED rope. We've never seen LED used this way on an animatronic so far. Next we have his clown shoes, and this particular prop was manufactured by Seasonal Visions. These shoes are pretty standard for what we see coming from SVI. Next we have his base. We have his hand, which is holding an ice cream cone, and this is also wrapped in that LED rope. We have his shoulder piece, we have his instructions, and you know what that means.
Eight hours later.
We have one arm piece, two arm pieces, we have a few leg poles, a couple pieces of styrofoam, and this is usually used to fatten up his limbs. We have what I like to call his hip hoop. You guys have no idea how many times it took me to say hip hoop appropriately. We have his shirt, and I absolutely love these colors. I didn't realize when I saw photos and videos of him online that he actually has these shiny buttons. I think it's gonna be a really nice touch once we put them all together. We have his blood-stained pants, his standard AC adapter, his main mechanism. And looking at his mech, it looks like there's one motor that's causing him to lunge out at trick-or-treaters. We have his hat, and my favorite piece of all, his head. I absolutely love the sculpt of his face. Very menacing, one of the creepiest clowns I've seen in a really long time. I love that you can see that his eyes light up and his bow tie is even lined in the LED rope. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to put this guy together, and then we're gonna check out his demo, both in light and in dark, and talk about his pros and cons. Let's get started. So you always want to start with the base on the ground, add a couple of his leg poles, add his bright red shoes, a couple more leg poles, add a couple styrofoam pieces to fatten up his legs, go ahead and add his pants, snap on his mechanism, make sure to add on his hip hoop. Remember, hip hoop, hip hoop. Say that 3 times fast. Add his shoulders, next add his arms, but pay close attention to his plugs and make sure that you connect them behind his mechanism. Now is a good time to locate his IR sensor and connect it to the loop and hook fastening inside his shirt. Next, slide on his shirt and make sure to connect his IR sensor wire to the corresponding wire in his mechanism. Next, we're going to be connecting his hands and also making sure to connect his wires to give electricity to his neon rope. Make sure when connecting his hands you use his hook and loop fasteners on the wrists of his shirt to cover up the sight of any wires or exposed poles. Next, add his head and be sure to connect the wires for his eyes, mouth movement, and bow tie. And just like the cherry on top of your sundae, go ahead and add his hat. Now all we have to do is plug this bad boy in and check him out.
You heard it here first, folks. 3 sweet treats to all the little boys and girls this Halloween night. I have ice cream flavors to die for. I scream, you scream. We'll all scream for ice cream. Step right up, step right up. Come get your scoop. Creamy, creamy confections. Free all day. What's wrong, kid? Don't you like ice cream? I'm just so crazy for Halloween. I can't wait to stuff myself to the gills with candy. Who's next up for some sweets? Come on, don't be bashful. I got enough for everyone. Uh-oh, we're running a bit low on blood. I mean cherry sauce. Care to give me a hand? Or any other pop will do.
So, Party City's Neon Ice Cream Clown, it's time to talk about his pros and his cons. First, his pros. He stands 6 feet tall, which is more than most humans, and I love that his face is angled down, as if he's going to be talking specifically to trick-or-treaters. His face is immaculate. I've seen a lot of clown animatronics in my time, and this is by far one of the best face sculpts that I've seen. His sinister smile is going from ear to ear, and he really looks wicked. All of the details and wrinkles on his face, the guy just is very realistic looking. His eyes light up, and he is motion activated, which are standard when it comes to animatronics these days. But to have his bow tie, sign, and ice cream light up as well, that's extremely unique, and it's going to draw a lot of attention at your home haunt. Most animatronics usually come with about 3 sayings, and this guy has 5. I also like the concept of him lunging forward at trick-or-treaters to give them a scare. However, that's where we're going to start pivoting into his cons. There's been a couple other animatronics that lunge forward, and even some that were done by Seasonal Visions, but for some reason this particular guy seems to lunge forward a little slower than we typically see. Another piece is that I noticed sometimes his vocals aren't really matched up with the movement in his mouth and his lunging action. I'd like to hear that scream right as he's reaching forward to somebody, and there's a couple times where it seems like the scream is happening before he lunges forward, kind of spoiling the scare for any unexpected trick-or-treaters. Now this last piece is just a bit nitpicky with me, but it's his neck ruffle. There's a slit in the front where his bow tie is attached, and it should actually be on the back of him. Every neck ruffle I've ever used on any animatronic has always been in the back where the crease is, and this happens to be in the front. Now, despite those few cons, this is actually a very, very good animatronic and a wonderful buy at only $199.
Wow, that's a low price!
We see some animatronics that are around the same quality, and some of them are around the $250 to $300 mark. Now this particular guy will be released in Party City stores exclusively coming this fall, and you can also check the link down in the description below to not only see him, but Party City's entire 2023 animatronic lineup. But what are your thoughts about Neon Ice Cream Clown? Go ahead and comment below. Remember, it's okay to disagree, but it's never okay to be disrespectful. If you're new to the Psychotic Circus of Savannah, consider subscribing. We have a lot more animatronic unboxings this year and so much more with our haunt. I want to say thank you to the people at Party City for sending us Neon Ice Cream Clown to unbox and review. He's going to be a great addition to the Psychotic Circus of Savannah. And with that being said, happy haunts.